Hi guys, we're going to do all 12 signs of the zodiac, do a tarot spread and a psychic intuitive reading on each. We're going to start with a spiritual check-in of sorts, and then we'll go into the general overall what's happening for the next month. But of course, when I pulled these cards, I am not focusing on a specific time frame. So whenever you hear this or find this message is when it's meant for you to receive it. So we're going to start with Gemini because it's their birth month season as I'm doing this. And the first deck of cards is actually 3 separate decks that I always mix together. And that pulls for the spiritual. For Gemini, I've already pulled the cards, so let's just get right into it, okay? The main theme here is that within the next month-ish, you're going to come into complete acceptance of where you've been, what you've learned, and how far you've come. So you're learning to accept the things that you can't change and embrace the things that you actually can. Your perception is changing. We have the, well, let me just show you here. That's the acceptance card, which is beautiful mandala, however you pronounce that, imagery. And then you have the moon card of perception, which I also love that imagery on this card. So emotionally, your perception is changing emotionally, right? This is not just how you view the world, but how you view your emotions, other people's emotions, etc. You're putting an end to things. You're learning that endings are merely opportunities for new beginnings. And so you're shutting some doors, but you also have complete faith and confidence that new doors are going to open, and perhaps for some of you already are. Then you have the card of Chiron, and this is the card of healing. It has the medical staff on the imagery of this card, with like a graph paper look behind it, because you're actually graphing out where you need to heal, what aspects of you need to heal. And you're sort of like, graphing it out, charting it out, and conquering it one step at a time, which is really a great way to go about doing it. So good job. The next card is the mandala of freedom. You're learning to possess your power. You're learning to truly embrace your power of free will to create for your own happiness, your own highest good. You're ready to explore with the compass. You're ready to really go out into the world and look at what there is out there that could bring you your highest joy and your highest good. And you're excited about it, and you're ready to be adventurous. You're ready to really move toward that. And then you have the sun card, which again, the imagery reminds me of a compass, and it actually says source on the bottom of it. And normally, I would attribute that to source is knowledge, and source is love, and source is protection, and source is your sign that all is well. But I think it's so much more than those things for you at this time, Gemini. I feel like your source is your knowledge because of mapping it out, like the compass. You've got the compass and the graph paper, right? So like you've mapped it out. You know exactly what needed to be shed, what needed to be healed, and how to navigate forward. And so it's like the source card is you drawing a map of where you're going from here. Okay. So then I pulled my Native American cards and the elemental cards and starseed oracles as well that we'll go through before we get to the general reading with the traditional tarot. So then of the Native American ancestor cards, you have the she-wolf and the elder. And I just want to show you these cards. If you see, can you see that one? There you go. The elder. Now, again, the snake shows up, but there's also more animals on here, and I feel like this goes perfect with the she-wolf card because of all of the animals. Because the elder card is telling you to move beyond your ancestral patterns, your traditions of the way the family and the lineage and the ancestors would always do things. And I feel like that means being reserved, right? See how diplomatic and reserved he is? He just stands there with his staff, just watching, observing, calm. But the she-wolf card is you unleashing the wild within, right? This animal, this wolf, this animal within you. It's saying unleash her or him, let your hair down and be free to be wild with your imagination and your creativity. And then in the elemental cards, again, more animals, and all of these animals are actually wild animals. All of them. Well, you've got the raccoon, the wolf, the giraffe, the parrot, the kangaroo, the horse, the frog, the lizard, the fox, the rabbit, all wild animals. None of them are a domesticated animal that conforms. And I feel like this is just more signifiers to your spiritual growth, that you're being given permission to let your hair down and really go wild with your imagination and freely create, because there is no limit to what you can do and who you can be in this lifetime. So it's giving you the full permission to go ahead with what you're doing. And then in your starseed oracle cards, it's being shown to me that you're getting guidance from the stars and from your higher self. So you're very tuned in to your higher self right now. You're very in touch with that, that whole unified field. You know, you're very connected to the collective, very connected to the universe or to source knowledge and love, and even to self-love and self-knowledge, your higher self, right? So you're very connected. You're very rooted in that right now. Your feet are firmly in the ground and your head is firmly in the clouds, as it should be, in the beam of light of knowledge. And then you also have the card of light language, which again is you being connected to where you can communicate clearly your desires and have your dreams come true and manifest into fruition. And light language in its truest form is a universal language of oneness. It's a universal language that we all understand. Light language is the expression of love and joy in whatever form that comes out for you as an individual piece of the whole. Light language is about love. It's about listening with your heart. It's about truly going after your desires for your highest good and your highest joy. And again, with this star connection card, this is another form of you mapping out your happiness, right? You're planning it, you're understanding it, you know how to manifest it and bring it into fruition. Okay, so then in the traditional tarot for the general, I've already done the split for you. And on the split, we have the heightened psychic abilities card, which is the Page of Cups in this deck. You're sensitive, you're open-hearted, you're a little inexperienced, and maybe even a little moody right now. But there are messages that you're sending out and receiving to and fro with the universe, with your higher self, with the collective. There's new emotional experiences going on within you right now. And possibly even social invitations or social events coming up very soon, where some of you are going to meet a romantic counterpart as well. So let's move on with the general and see what else we've got for the next 30 days or so. For Gemini, please. For the next 30 days or so for Gemini. Okay, there's been some great sadness of some of the doors that you've closed, which you already know will heal in time. And you're learning to let go of that past. And you've definitely grown personally from these challenges. Some of them are misunderstandings that you're healing from, and others are actually cutting the ties with someone. But you're also learning a newfound compassion where you're being there for those that are in need, regardless of what has happened with you in the past. You're letting bygones be bygones. You have a windfall of an abundance, or a windfall of wisdom or good fortune that is bestowing you. Exciting career opportunities could also be involved in this, or possibly even lucrative contracts. There could be a significant purchase, like a new car or a new home, or a big vacation package that you've been wanting for a really long time. But definitely abundance and definitely wise counsel, I feel, for the majority of you is what's truly going on here, regardless of the rest, because you're learning to manifest, and you can create any of the rest of that you want just from having the wise counsel, right? The wise knowledge that you've obtained or that you're seeking out currently or obtaining. I see you having a very happy relationship with your family in the next month. Some happily ever after kind of stuff, you know, where you're really content emotionally and in a very loving relationship, even with your children or your parents. You're beginning to now raise your children very wisely and successfully, because you trust yourself and because you have people around you that you can trust. Using your creativity, you're doing what you love, gaining recognition even within the self of your creative endeavors, and then being of the highest quality of your work that you've ever done before, because of believing in yourself, because of learning what you're learning recently. Even perhaps being paid well for your craft is something that you're going to be experiencing in the next 30 days or so. You are enjoying your work with others, and gaining an excellent reputation within your team group or your place of employment, or possibly even your community or family. You're learning to look inward and discover your soul's true desires, meditating on it, contemplating it, thinking it out carefully, taking action on it, developing your intuitive gifts, and trusting the wisdom that you received from them. All of this goes right along with the spiritual check-in part perfectly, because, and I'm not surprised at all, and you shouldn't be either, because when you actually do the work on self and you can heal and let go and move forward and love yourself and truly believe in yourself for who you honestly are, and what you can really do to create your own reality by controlling thoughts and letting go of those negative emotions, and feeling the emotion and the excitement of your future, then everything else falls into place. Everything else falls right into place. One more card for Gemini. Okay, so putting an end to having that worry and that anxiety of personal freedom or peace of mind, not needing to be cautious anymore of your own actions or others. No more worry of material losses. No more worrying that you can't trust the people around you. You definitely have let go of the people that you couldn't trust, and are now in a position where you know that everyone in your 6 degrees truly wants to be there with you. There are no secrets. There's nothing that anybody's holding back or disguising or pretending to be otherwise. And so it's all going really good. It's all good, girl, guy. It's all good. So we're gonna put one more card for any kind of advice for you. Excuse me. Okay, so the first one is visionary. It says that you are learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action, which again fits with the theme here. But the next card says that you may be involved in a power struggle between 2 or more people. And I feel like that's this balance that you're learning to achieve this month. And the advice here is to keep going with your creative abilities, keep going with your confidence in yourself, and don't even put any mental energy or emotional energy into the power struggle that's happening. And this is just going to fall away, and things are going to go the direction you want them to go automatically, just from not sweating the little stuff, right? Or the big stuff. Don't sweat it. Walk in faith and feel it as if it already happened. And so it is. Okay. So that was Gemini for the next 30 days. And now we're going to move on to, I need time stamp. There it is. Okay. Okay, so Cancer's up next. And I'll put the timestamps down below for each one too, so that you can skip to your sign wherever you want to go. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. Okay. So Cancer, your common theme here is to let go of worry, or that you've already been learning how to let go of worry. The card says that you're learning that worry doesn't change an outcome, which is very true. And we all need to learn that lesson for sure. Let me turn this light on so I can see a little better here. All right. So you've been confronting some uncomfortable truths and releasing the tension, listening to the tension that's in you and learning where to release it, listening to the body, listening to situations with people that you're around, so on and so forth. You're forming great alliances with people. This is a time of a huge conjunction for you. You're really like soaring right now. You're moving away from those negatives and not looking back. You're accepting the invitation from your descendants at this time to completely embrace your what's the word I want to use? Like your destiny, right? You're embracing your destiny at this time. You're heading toward true north in your future. I mean, that's exactly what the next card says there. This is the destiny card. And then you're heading toward true north and finding structure and strength in your movement to move forward toward your true path. Now we'll pull a couple of the Native American ancestor cards. For Cancer. Okay, so you're learning to embrace the energy of peace, and you're also learning from your spiritual experiences to be a great teacher. Connect me to Cancer, please, Spirit. Okay. You're being told that it's time for discipline. It's time to be serious about it. Move forward with power, motivation, confidence, strong will, dedication, patience, and planning. I feel like you've already done that. The patience and planning has already happened. Now it's time to act upon it. It's time that you have, or perhaps already have, learned to love yourself and see yourself in everyone. You're understanding what true pride really is. Accessing your crown chakra, which is also the number 7 there. Accessing the crown chakra with ease, without disruption. This was upside down. So again, with ease, you're accessing the crown chakra, which is where all of your creativity really takes action. It begins in your root. That's your creative chakra, but then it transfers through the Kundalini and out the crown into manifested reality. One more card, please. One more card for Cancer. Creation. The waters of creation are yours to play with. And not even the sky is the limit. The depths are imaginable. Use your imagination to decide how deep you want to go. On the bottom of the deck, you have the darkness of the moon. And for me, I feel like this is saying that in the shadows, in the quiet, in the solitude is where you do your best work. And again, this is another number 7, by the way. You actually have 1, 2, 3 7s on the table right now. And I feel like this card is saying that this is when you do your best work, your best creativity, when you're alone, when you're in the quiet, and to continue to embrace that, even though you're finding your flock, because that was a flock of geese on that imagery for that card. Even though you're finding your own flock, continue to have that balance between spending time with the flock and in solitude, where you can create and manifest. In the Starseed Oracle cards, excuse me, you have the Divine Blueprint. And I don't feel like that's just within you. I feel like you truly understand the Divine Blueprint. You've completely embodied your source self, your higher self. You are an inspiration to others. And this card also says that you are ready. It says that you are ready. You're ready, Cancer. Now, you also have the Syrian Emissaries card, which I feel like you are. See, star connection on the bottom of the deck. You are an emissary from the stars. You're an ambassador of the stars. And you dream for a new earth that's peaceful and beautiful and magical. And it's telling you that it's now time to create that magical life. And look, you're creating the cities of light. You're creating the new earth. Telos, Adama, Inner Earth, etheric retreats, joining family of light and building community for them to gather. It's exactly what you're doing. And then this is the turtle card, and it's purple. Purple is royalty. I love purple. It's such a rich color. But this is the Well of Dreams, the turtle card. And this is about visions and messages and embracing your spiritual abilities, your spiritual self, your spiritual wisdom, dissolving the veils completely, understanding bliss, understanding dreams and how to manifest them and create them and make them come true. Beautiful purple turtle. All right, let's get into the traditional tarot now. For Cancer for the next 30 days. For whenever you find this, these are timeless readings for whenever you are meant to find them and receive them. Cancer, please. Cancer, I need 7 cards. 7 cards, please. Okay, having brilliant ideas that up till now have needed a little refinement. And you've done really well in doing that. You've really looked at it carefully and overcome the obstacles with complete faith that everything will work out. You now know how to communicate clearly and concisely exactly what it is that you want to create. And you are remaining very objective in your decisions. You're not being hasty. You're not being egotistical. It's in good balance. Excuse me. So in the next 30 days, you can expect there to be a lot of action, a lot of activity, a lot going on. And you're being cautioned to remain positive about your opportunities and keep yourself grounded, and you know, not let yourself get out of that perfect balance of knowing thyself and healthy pride that you had in this first card, by then moving on to this next card. That's going to be a lot of energy going on, a lot of stuff going on. You know, don't let yourself end up being up there in the sky, you know, conflated like those fireworks that are going off. Continue to spend time in your peaceful meditation and in your meaningful solitude, which again, that goes back to the other cards. Shine your light as an example to others, and seek out or become a spiritual mentor because of or through self-discovery. And I'm just going to show you this card because this Hermit card in this deck is a really beautiful card. This is probably the most beautiful Hermit card I've ever seen. Do you see the beam of rainbow light coming out of their heart center? Really beautiful. And that's an angel. And that angel is standing on the planet Earth in complete control of creation with a little fire pit in front of them there. So they're definitely in control of their abilities to create. And that's who you are meant to be. You've been planning for the long term, looking into the future, not just for yourself, but for others, for all of humanity, I feel. And for creating these communities of like-minded individuals. You're about to receive great abundance from your past choices, and will finally be able to feel prideful in the success of these labors. You're being cautioned to remember to remain patient as you decide what steps to take next, because again, back to being balanced and not hasty. You don't want to move too quick on an opportunity and overlook something else that could have been more beneficial to the whole of the goal than, you know, what you're running toward, right? You don't want to just, and this goes back to this firework card here. Don't have your head in the clouds up there with the fireworks becoming conflated, because you want to remain humble and balanced in order to continue on this journey of achieving what you're setting out to do for the whole of all people that are involved, you know, that are in your heart to be taken care of and moving through this journey with you. You will be seen as brilliant and experienced and humorous, maybe slightly sharp-tongued and slightly judgmental, simply for your bluntness, your candor of speaking truth. But I think I can speak for all Cancerians in saying that we're probably one of the most compassionate of the zodiac, but we're also one of the most brutally honest at times. And that's something that we had to learn, was to not be brutal in the honesty, to be able to relay it in a parental or teacher type way more than an offensive type way to people. but you definitely have good control on releasing situations or people that don't serve your highest good, and actually being able to see the humor, um, and the lesson in the difficult situations that you've had to go through and face. You're very focused on career right now. You also could be headed for a divorce, or becoming recently single, or are going to become single in the very near future. But it's going to be your decision and you're going to be happy about it. It's not like something devastating, like a scary tower moment kind of a thing. It's more of a, you've decided for that tower to come down or those dominoes to fall, right? You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is representative of becoming wise counsel, signing a lucrative contract, having good fortune, having an abundance of everything in your life. Basically, it's not just financial, it's like an abundance of all. It's your cup being full, you know. It could mean significant purchases. It could mean an exciting career opportunity. But overall, it just means being very fruitful and abundant in your endeavors. And then the next card that I get is the World card. And in this deck, it's about having brilliant success. It's about having this time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, and freedom to do whatever you want finally, and being proud of yourself for your actions and your lessons learned, so to speak. And there's nothing wrong with that. We should all be proud of ourselves for our accomplishments, especially when it comes to soul growth. We should be proud of that. Never egotistical, never too big for your britches on it. We don't want to look down at other people. But at the same time, yeah, find that balance. Find that balance, which I feel like you're doing. You're finding that balance because you're loving and you're compassionate, you're psychic, and you are self-sacrificing, but you've learned limits to that now. You have deep psychic insights. You're very caring for others, and you used to forget to take care of yourself, but now you're learning to trust your intuition and listen to your body and listen to yourself and love yourself just as deeply as you love your friends and your family. You're learning to really trust and follow your heart. You're learning to trust your instincts. You're learning to not just listen to the angels, but walk among them. And you don't feel less than. As far as they're concerned, you don't feel less than. You feel like you're on equal par with them because you are a creator and you know that. And there's nothing wrong with feeling that way, in my opinion. That's the way we should all feel. I truly believe that. All right, 2 more cards. The Awakening card. You're no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. So true for this reading. You're totally not letting any of that hold you back anymore. It's like full steam ahead. You're in full flight. 1 more card, please. 1 more card for Cancer. Tough love. Yeah. You're learning that it's time to tell the truth about something that you've been avoiding, and that's what tough love is all about. And that's what we were just discussing here previously, is that you've learned clear boundaries, self-love, and you've also learned how to tell people the truth without being too harsh or brutal. So all of that falls right into place with where you're at right now. And now we're going to move on to Leo. All right, let's see what we got for you, Leo. And again, this is 3 decks all put together that we pull first. Leo, please, next 30 days, Leo. I need 6 more cards. Okay, so you've been digesting something, some kind of information as of recent. Maybe it's got something to do with a loved one. You're finding clarity in it. But you really had to go deep to get that clarity, didn't you? Or you need to go deep this next month. You need to be honest. You can't always expect the truth from others, but you can expect it from yourself. I feel like this is telling you to be honest with yourself about something. Find some clarity in it. Dig deep. So this is the card of Mercury, and this is about messages. But this card has the medical emblem on it, and I feel like this has something to do with someone's health and well-being. For some of you, it could be physical health, but for others, I feel like it's a mental health thing that you need to be honest about. Maybe it's an addiction. Maybe it's your addiction. Maybe you need to be honest with yourself. Could be an addiction to food, since there's the digesting card. That was the very first card, something about digesting of information, of truths. So it may have some connection to the digestive system, but I feel like for most of you, it's really about accepting the truth about something, being honest with yourself about it, being dignified about it, and tapping into your strength, because you are the Leo after all. Tap into your strength with it. 2 cards from the Native American ancestors. Guidance, please. 2 cards for Leo. Okay. Go back to nature to get grounded, to feel your love, to feel the love of nature, the love of God, the comfort of God. Find peace and serenity. That's going to be part of your strength. Go sit in nature. Let me just show you this card. That's a really beautiful card. She's pregnant with the earth because she's connected to the earth. She's went back to her roots. She's grounding herself in it. So go sit on your yard, or sit on a hillside, or go for a walk in nature, or walk barefoot through your yard. You know, really reconnect and set your sights higher. Can't know where that's going, but let's keep going with it. Set your sights higher. Even the sky is not the limit. I feel like is what that's trying to tell you. Maybe set your sights higher for someone else. Maybe you've lowered the bar on them and you're not willing to be honest about who they are and what they're doing. Okay, but for your efforts, you're going to be rejoicing, having a celebration of some sort. One more. One more for Leo. Trusting your intuition. Remember who you are. Go back to nature. Use your strength. Trust your intuition on something. Be honest with yourself, either about yourself or about someone else. Now we're going to pull you some Starseed Oracle cards for the last of your spiritual growth, self-development, and then we'll move on to the traditional tarot. You have the Emergence card. Again, this could be a celebration of some sort, feeling joy, giving yourself permission to enjoy life, truly living, spreading your wings to fly, getting in touch with your sensuality even. Excuse me. And you're being reminded to remember that you are a blue ray being and that you do have direct divine expression at your disposal if you're willing to use it, that you can most certainly bridge those two worlds. You can put a bridge between those two dimensions, this one and the spirit world, and create and manifest the reality that you want. And that's how you're going to end up in that celebration within the next 30 days if you follow that advice and trust yourself, follow your own advice. So now we're going to get into the basic tarot. I need 7 cards for Leo, please. 7 cards for Leo. And again, you've got the Strength card. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. This is you being generous and practical, gracious, maybe a little materialistic. You have this Midas touch, which is the ability to make anything more beautiful. You have a love of family and home. And again, I feel like, you know, there's someone you're not being honest with yourself about. You need to be practical about how you're going to proceed and use a sensible approach to it and be strong, remain strong in that. Be courageous, tap into your inner lion. All of this hard work that you're going through is going to allow you to enjoy the fruits of your labors, and you should buy yourself something special. We all need a treat once in a while. Maybe the truths that you need to face is that the job that you have is not the best for your health and your mental well-being, and that you need to move towards self-employment. You certainly enjoy working on your own and in solitude, so you should try to find the opportunity to do that wherever and whenever possible. Financial security for yourself and your future is at play within the next 30 days. Peace and contentment in your life is your goal, your main focus. And also honoring your family's traditions, having pride in your family tree, being able to pass on knowledge to other people, particularly in your family. Embracing intimate friendships, making choices that come from your heart, recovery from an illness could be at play in the next 30 days, or just overall better health. There's a renewal here too. See, I feel like this has something to do with your health. Something you're going through is affecting your health, is what I'm getting from all of this. And for some of you, it's family related, loved ones related, maybe very close friends that you consider family, or work. But something is going on that is affecting your health negatively. And being honest about what to do about that. Honest with yourself and honest with others, and having the strength to pursue it and make it happen. Because you have to look out for you. Okay, so either you already are doing this, or you're getting ready to take a hard pause for a minute and really reflect and look within. And that's where that grounding card is coming back to me, reminding me you need to go ground yourself and embrace your uniqueness, embrace your strength, embrace your love of self, and embrace your boldness, your ability to be bold enough to stand your ground for what's important for your highest good, and not that of others all the time. Or, you know, I feel like for some of you, this has something to do with some past person that wasn't, I don't know, like wasn't as bad as you thought, or worse than you thought, or I'm not clear on that, but I feel like this has something to do with something in your past, something in your recent past. I need 2 more cards for Leo, please. 2 more cards for Leo. Your spirit team is guiding you through this difficult situation. So keep in mind that you do have heavenly helpers, loved ones that have passed on, angels that guide you and guard you, so on and so forth, are all around you, protecting you right now. I feel like strongly because something's affecting your health very negatively. And oh my God, this has got to have something to do with your work, your workload, people you work with, maybe people you live and work with. I don't know for sure, but this says career transition. Your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. I feel like for a lot of you that this is a very strong message to move away from whatever career path you're on right now, because it's affecting your health, or it's affecting relationships, or relationships at work are affecting your health, and for you to pursue some other avenue. And I keep getting like self-employment, entrepreneurship, going after your dreams, the things you've always wanted to do, your passions, your desires. really moving toward that. And I'm going to pull one more card for you for clarity. One more card for Leo, please, for clarity. Time to lighten up. You may be taking life too seriously. Yeah, it's time for a change, Leo. It's time for a change. And you're seeing the signs. And you're going to feel the full effect of it if you don't heed the signs and the warnings, I feel like. So I think for you, deep contemplation, go get yourself grounded, meditate on it, pray on it. You know the answer already. You're just not willing to accept it yet. That's where that strength and that courage comes in. You have to embrace that part of you so that you can move forward and do what's truly best for you. And I wish you all the encouragement and success in that. And if you need someone to talk to, drop me a comment below, reach me by email. You know, if you got my number, call me. Let's talk, right? Let's talk it out. I'll help you any way I can. Okay. All right. What's our timestamp? I can't read that. Put my glasses back on. 1:18. Okay. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, my dears. Virgo. I like saying that. That's fun. Virgo. My puppets. Let's see what we've got for you. Virgo. 444 just popped in my head, and it's actually 1:04 on the clock, my time. But 444 just popped in my head for some reason. Got some angels on your side, Virgos. What we got here? Ascendant. An entrance. Going somewhere new, are you? I feel like that star imagery actually reminds me more of a map and like a compass rather than a star. Okay, learning to stop blaming people, accepting responsibility for your own well-being, having the courage to do that, finding the inner strength to face your fears with complete confidence. Success in love is coming for you. Maybe that's this new beginning, this entrance, this place you're going is new love. That you know that there is no greater goal than to love. And that's what you're wanting to go toward. Being sensitive. Ready for change. That's another compass. And the next card is root, but you're uplifting, you're uprooting. That root is moving. You're transitioning to somewhere else, whether that's a perceptional somewhere else where you perceive things differently, or a physical move, but you're ready to move forward in some way. Okay, 2 more cards from the Native American Ancestors Oracle. 2 more cards, please, for my Virgos. Virgo. Well, I'm Italian all of a sudden. Maybe this has something to do with going to Italy for somebody. Okay, so this is the Oracle card, waiting for important information. Waiting for important information. It's got something to do with this entrance, this new beginning, maybe even this new love and uprooting your life, moving forward. You're waiting for somebody to contact you, tell you something, waiting for a sign. You're waiting for some kind of information. Or maybe you're withholding some type of information. So this is the Eagle card, and this is like your third eye perspective. This is you seeing from a higher perspective, looking at things differently. Maybe your perspective has shifted in such a way that now you can see yourself moving forward toward love finally. Maybe that's what this is. And I mean, this card says solid. Mercury retrograde. I'm having trouble saying words. Solidity, which is your inner core, right? This is two halves of a whole coming together, where they were once both very fractalized and missing some pieces. They have found each other, and now they're feeling whole. They're feeling complete. And there's even a dove and the light in the center of this imagery in between the two faces, which symbolizes love. So I feel like for the majority of you, your spiritual check-in and your tarot reading for the next 30 days is about embracing love and becoming complete within that, because everything else in your life is complete except for that. That's like the one thing that you've tried to steer yourself clear of, maybe stay guarded, stay away from. Maybe you've been watching from afar for a very long time. Someone. I suddenly had a very bad itch in my back. Sorry. Whew. Interesting. So this card, this is the card of bushfires or fury, but I intuitively am picking up that it's time to light a fire under your own ass and get moving on something, probably love, right? I'm going to pull one more card from this deck for clarity on that before we move on. Well, victory and success in it. And you have the number 6 on the top there, which is about love. It's about family. It's about being complete and united with the person that you're supposed to be with. 6 is also the card of soulmates. So maybe you've been watching your soulmate from afar, and it's time to light a fire under your ass and get moving on that, right? Go get yours. Go get yours, Virgo. We all deserve love, and we shouldn't be alone. All right, give me 2 cards from the Starseed Oracle, please, to end the spiritual check-in section of Virgo's reading. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Not gonna stop saying it a little bit. Okay, so you got Earth Angel, Cosmic Circles. I got way more than 2 cards here. We'll take them all. There's 5 of them. Lemurian Egg. This is about reintegration of divine potentials. Fertile with love. Are we? Cosmic Circles. Creating a sacred space, embracing unlimited possibilities with your Earth Angel, whoever that is that you're in love with, that's your soulmate. Sensitivity is strength. Use your higher perspective. Use your divine abilities. It's okay to feel it all and to cleanse it and collapse the old to realign for new possibilities and potentials. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. You've been hurt so much by love that you were like, my life can be good without that. And you've built a good life for yourself. And that's the one thing you don't have. And you do want it. You do miss it, but you're afraid of it. And I feel like you even have somebody in mind, somebody that you watch from afar, that you've not told how you feel about them. It's time to heal the old and let go of it so you can move forward with this Earth Angel, whoever this Earth Angel is that you're in love with. Yeah, this is your opportunity for wholeness, to commune with all life, micro to the macro, trusting the knowledge and the wisdom of Metatron and the tetrahedron, which is my favorite symbol. It's tattooed on me in a few places. And trusting the universe. Trusting the universe. There we go. Go toward your love so you can feel complete finally. You deserve it. All right, what's my timestamp say? All right, moving on. Oh, no, take that back. I'm going to pull 2 more cards and then we're moving on to Libra. Sorry, my bad. I got caught up in your love story. Forgot what I was doing. 2 more cards for Virgo, please. Look. 7s. I love 7s. This is a 77. Generosity. This is about giving from the heart with no strings attached. And it's telling you that that's what's needed right now. Giving from your heart with no strings attached. You got to show that person that you love them with no expectations. Wake up call. You're about to discover your life purpose. Well, that's exciting. Maybe your life purpose has something to do with this new love. 1 more card for clarity. 1 more card. Tough love. It's time to tell the truth about something you've been avoiding. Dark night of the soul. See, I feel like this is, you need to be honest with yourself about love. Be brutally honest with yourself, but also compassionate so that you can move forward to real love that you can trust. That'll be safe, right? All right. I wish you well, and we're moving on to Libra now. Okay, Libra, you got your card right out the gate. Judgment. Are you being too judgy? Or are you not being judgmental enough on something? We'll figure this out in a minute. Pull you some more cards. This is 3 decks all mixed together. Okay, so you're starting to understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. You're moving forward with gratitude, being thankful for this life and the opportunities that are being presented to you. You're understanding your purpose and what you are here to do. Something about it holds a little bit of mystery for you that's exciting. You're choosing to focus on the lighter side of things and be like the happy Buddha. It's pretty good. I like it. Really starting to think and review and expand your mind, expand your thoughts, and probably even expand your journey. Moving forward progressively. Very good. Very good. Let's pull from the Native American Ancestral deck. 2 cards for Libra. Whoa. Taking charge with authority, moving in a new direction, dropping your shields of fear and anxiety, and trusting the higher forces at play to move you into your destination, your life purpose. Very good. Very good reading for you for the next 30 days. That's awesome. I feel like a lot of you are planning and really like putting this down with pen and paper and mapping it out, getting it all ready for this impending change, this impending move. Whatever that means for you. It may not be a physical move, but it's some kind of a calculated life move, right? Like you're really going in a new direction in life, whether that's your career, your relationship, furthering education. Maybe some of you are going away to school. There's a multitude of reasons to be changing your direction. Moving on. Choosing wisely. Don't you love tarot and the way it all falls together? This is another big mess of 3 different decks of oracle cards. Financial or material changes. Yeah, this is either a change of career or a change of residence. You're moving forward in some way. Yeah, you're like recreating yourself or something. This is about foundations and achievements. And this house isn't fully built yet, but you already see it as built. You already see it as complete in your mind's eye. And you're excited for that journey. Trying to remain grounded in it. because once in a while you're letting your head get in the clouds a little bit over it, but that's okay. That's where they need to be in order for your creative juices to flow and you to truly manifest and tap into the energy and wisdom of the universe. And that's what this card is. This is the universe card. Really standing in your true power. That's half man, half cat, or half lion. Really standing in your true power right now, embracing your creative abilities, your manifesting abilities. Now we're going to pull 2 starseed oracle cards for Libra. 2 cards, please, from the starseed oracle. Transforming, realigning, gentleness of love, going with the flow, being adaptable, taking your time, feeling truly free to flow toward your goals. This is the dolphin baby, so it's also about having Lemurian ancestral ties, Lemurian origins, and tapping into that wisdom. Finding and embracing yourself, moving in a new direction, releasing old patterns, moving beyond cycles. This beautiful purple dragon, if you can see that. Going within, listening to yourself, getting in tune with the inner child, feeling free, feeling happy, feeling joyful of your adventures that are in front of you, unlocking your gifts that are very sacred, using your energy senses, and your pure love is the true key to your happiness. And that's, again, the dolphins, more dolphins. Pay attention to the guidance and the signs from your family of light, and listen to your innate and ancient wisdom as you travel forward. Very good. All right, now let's pull traditional tarot, see what else is going on in a general type of a way. For Libra, please. Creating the family life that you desire. Getting your happy ever after, whatever that means to you. You know, having all of your cups full. Seeds that are well planted and getting rewarded in your very near future for the investments and the efforts that you've put into the careful planning and the patience that was needed to move into this time. And so this is a time for rest, but also for planning and no more worrying. You need to trust that what you've done is going to turn out the way that you want it to for your future. This is the card of being with those that are in needing you or helping to heal misunderstandings, personal growth within you that comes from these challenges, being able to let go of the past and the sadness that comes with it so that you can heal that. Maybe there's some loose ends you need to tie up before you move forward. And no more focusing on the negative and that things are not going to turn out the way that you anticipated. Forgiveness of yourself or others. Everything happens for a reason, and you need to look for and find the hidden blessings in it, whatever that means. Stop procrastinating and overanalyzing and make a choice and get clear on your desires so that you can move forward. Don't allow too many options to be in front of you because it will cause confusion and anxiety. Two more cards, please. Yeah, remaining optimistic and enthusiastic. Trying not to be impatient. Embracing your creativity. Maybe you're anticipating exciting news of exciting opportunities, or you're impatiently awaiting being able to do something that fuels your passion. But this is also a card of signifying that you need to finish what you start. And I feel like that goes back to tying up loose ends before you move forward. Whatever needs healed, heal from it, help others heal from it, whatever the situation is there before you move forward and move on. I feel like you owe this to yourself and someone that's like a soulmate, soul path journey type person with you. Return to those people and make amends from your past. It's time to revisit some old dreams or some old plans and move forward with them. Maybe that's what you're supposed to be moving forward with, are some type of old plans or someone from your past. Okay, two more cards. Two more cards. Yours had more mystery in it. We even got the mystery card, ironically. But yours definitely had more mystery than everyone else's. Okay, so this is a card of luck and increase. That means that you are successfully manifesting something that's near and dear to your heart. So keep going with that. One more card. Core values. Follow your heart and make your values a priority. Yeah. But I feel like this card is also saying to remember your values. Remember your core heart values. And I feel like this has something to do with that past person or soulmate journey person, that something needs to be healed before you can move forward. Something needs to be mended between the two of you. So overall, sounds pretty good for the next month, and I wish you well. Next, we're moving on to Scorpio. All right, let's see what we got in store for you for the next 30 days, Scorpio. humor. Choosing to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah, like a happy Buddha. Love it. Okay, grab this one. Activate the solar flares. That's interesting. North node, moving toward true north in your future. This is about ascension. Oh, I feel it in my bones. This is about ascension. Yeah, learning that you are a limitless being and that you can manifest whatever you desire into physical reality. Understanding that you're the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. Clearing your energy of envy. Conjunction. This is about alliances. This is finding your soul tribe, your flock, right? Moving toward finding your flock and all of your equals. The 10th house is about authority, and this is about you taking authority over your future and your emotions, your feelings, how you view things, and then moving into abundance like this beautiful cornucopia. I love it. Lots of abundance because of this beautiful balance that you're finding within yourself and others. This is about true ascension, really finding your soul tribe and loving it and thriving from it and supporting each other equally with just pure, honest love and balance, which is really great, really beautiful. Okay, one more card from the Native American Ancestry Oracle. One more card, please, for Scorpio. My hair, I'm a hot mess. Just falling apart all over the place. Yeesh. Okay. So we have the lady enjoying her growth and reaping the rewards. She's the plant lady. Isn't that beautiful? And then the spirit of the fox, trusting your talents in these changing times and embracing the change, embracing the movement. And again, the sun card. There's a lot of sun activation going on here with you. That brings abundance and happiness. I love that. Love it. Love it. I love it. I love it. Now we're moving on to this one. And I'm sorry for smoking, but I've been out this a long time. I'm doing all 12 zodiacs. I had to have a cigarette. Okay, memories of love. And holding your light for each one. But see, you're just holding the one there. You've let these go. They're floating in the water. It's up to them to float in the water. This is you. This is you right here. You're holding your light finally. Not everyone else's. You're not trying to juggle it all. You know now that you can love them and still just let them be whoever they are. Finding your flock, rejoicing together, celebrations, pride in loving yourself and seeing yourself in everyone. Beautiful. This is definitely about ascension for you. Yours is like the most, most isn't the word I wanted to say. Yours is like quantum leap stuff here so far out of all the zodiacs I've read so far. Being triumphant, lots of sevens. Being triumphant, standing your ground in victory of your creations, your accomplishments, your love of self. Being patient enough to plant the seeds and then watch it grow. I don't know if you can you see that? Letting it grow. And movement. Things are happening now with great speed. Look at this dimensional shift. See, this is totally what I was talking about, like a quantum leap that you're taking right now. Beautiful energy. Now let's pull 2 starseed oracles, or however many come out, but the goal is usually 2. Sometimes there are a lot more flying out lately. Two starseed oracles for Scorpio, please. All right. Come on. Give me 2 cards. 2 cards. Scorpio. There's 1 and 2. Manifest, co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful visions, being an inspiration, feeling inspired, coming from your heart with creation, the ability to open a dialogue with people, take action with passion, being involved with the community, really helping them. You are an indigo child. Indigo child. Most definitely. You are a starseed and you are awakening to your fullest potential at this time. All right, let's go to the traditional tarot for the general part of the reading. Embracing deep love, true love, intimate friendships, making choices that come from your heart, having vibrant health, maybe even for some of you recovering from an illness. Definitely finding your soul tribe, your soul mates that are meant to be on the rest of this journey with you. You know, you've all been looking for each other. Scorpio, please. Scorpio. Okay. So, not focusing on the negative any longer and walking forward in faith that things are going to turn out the way that you anticipate them to, instead of going bust, right? Forgiveness of self, even forgiveness of others, understanding that everything has happened for a reason and finding the hidden blessings within that. You're being advised to stop procrastinating or overanalyzing something, getting clarity on what it is exactly that you desire so that you can move forward, not allowing for too many options to be to create obstacles for you. Seriously, my hair is just like falling down. Okay. Remembering to not let negative thoughts manifest into your real challenges is your reminder. Fears about money or reaching out to others for assistance. Maybe fears that it's poor timing for you to move forward with your ascension, but putting that behind you and learning to be practical and gracious and generous and less materialistic, having the ability to make anything around you more beautiful. You have a great love of family and your home. You're being very practical about how you proceed. For some of you, you have a great love of art and beauty, and you have a very sensible approach to things. You're healing at this time from great sadness in your recent past and learning to let go of it through personal growth, that now your understanding actually comes with challenges. Maybe even for some past relationships, you're reaching out and healing misunderstandings between you, and being there for those that are in need. Okay, so you're being told that you're very independent and sometimes a little controlling, very talented, very brilliant. There's nothing that you can't do. You should continue to believe in yourself and never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true, but also to find the balance between career and personal life and those control issues. Free will. Remember, free will for everyone. Okay. 2 more cards, and then we'll wrap up Scorpio's reading. 2 more cards, please, for Scorpio. My thumb is actually getting sore from holding all of these big cards. Whoa. Excuse me. 2 more cards for Scorpio, please. Shooting for the stars. You're about to step into your fullest potential. This, again, is about ascension. Huge quantum leaps in personal growth and moving on to your divine purpose. Really beautiful reading for you, Scorpio. 1 more card, please. You're learning to take charge of your thoughts, being mindful of them, choosing what to give life to in your thoughts and what not to give life to. Understanding the earth shifts that are going on. You're very connected to Mother Earth, and as such, you are experiencing all that she does. So you're also experiencing the shifts that are actually coming from the solar flares that you got 2 of in the beginning of the reading. So yeah, you're definitely making quantum leaps in soul growth and understanding and self-development. So good job, doing really great. And congratulations. And we're going to move on now to Sagittarius. Hope you're doing well today, Sag. Let's see where you're at in your spiritual growth for the next 30 days. And you just got the Sagittarius card right off the bat. I love it. As soon as I'm done here, I'll pick it up and show you. Because see, I knew I would drop more. Okay. So you have the Sagittarius card right off the bat, and this is about expansion. Then you have the 6th house, which is about being sustainable or creating sustainability. Motion, there needs to be motion taken. This is Mars. This is part of action, motion, and immersing yourself. It says Cancer, so maybe some of you need to move forward here in something that's sustainable with a Cancer, or this could just be immersing yourself into something actively that's sustainable moving forward. Then you got the second house of resources as well. Okay, that's like hitting the bullseye, making the money, you know, by being submersed in this sustainable energy. Freedom, possessing the power and the free will to create your own happiness. One more. Giving yourself permission to have that freedom is what I feel like this is. Giving yourself permission to finally move forward and act on something that's sustainable, that's going to be resourceful, going to pay off for you, going to make money from it. But you have to expand in order to do that. You have to be willing to put it into motion finally. And maybe it's got something to do with a Cancerian. This is the card of fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Testing your resolve to live in the energy of love. I feel like for this message that is saying that you need to trust in your intuition in order to move forward with whatever this is. Because when you move forward into true action from a true place of love within your heart for the intention, then of course you're going to be abundant. You're going to be well rewarded for your efforts. I need 2 cards from the Native American Spiritual Tarot, please. Okay, so we have the Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing. Trust and thrive. This goes back to what I was just saying. And trust in the journey and the dream. Trust in the dream and the journey. And then move forward brave and regal as the stag by trusting in your intuition and thriving because of it. You will be well blessed because of it. Okay, Starseed Oracle cards, please. Okay. Creating sacred space, embracing unlimited possibilities, cosmic circles coming to completion and fruition, sharing space, co-creation, communing, telepathy among 2 or more individuals of like mind. I feel like this has something to do with soul family or soul mates. Surrendering and releasing the misaligned energies to retune to your truth. And then allowing the storm that's been brewing within you to be released. It's okay to feel it all and then cleanse it, collapse the old and realign for something new. Surrender to it, you know. Stop resisting it. Stop fighting it, if you will. Okay, and now moving into the general tarot. King of Wands, again, that's you. That's fiery Sagittarius energy there. Motivational, being inspiring, maybe a little theatrical, ambitious toward your goals, taking a leadership role, not being afraid to step into the spotlight, perhaps even being a public speaker, keeping your eyes on the bigger picture, communicating your vision, and not allowing yourself to be sensitive to criticisms. Even if those criticisms come from within you, be honest with yourself about what needs to change, because the next card is the card of ego, and it is cautioning to not be trapped in an illusion. Accept responsibility for your situation, or the choices that you make to support that path that can move you to happiness without guilt of it. Releasing unhealthy habits or addictions even. And then the very next card is actually release, which is allowing the endings to anything negative within your life that's holding you back from your life path, your destiny path, and opening the doors to new beginnings. This signifies a great need for you to like release situations or release people or release addictions that are holding you back in order for you to completely spiritually transform, which I feel like you are very ripe for doing. But there's something going on that you're failing to recognize as a magical opportunity. You're missing the point to something. The distractions of daily life, perhaps, are what's keeping you disconnected. But there is a certain extent of discontentment or boredom within your life. Maybe daydreaming even. Maybe you're allowing yourself to get lost in your own world. And Spirit is saying for you to wake up fully. Wake up fully. This is now the time. You can't be daydreaming about what you're wanting to happen later on down the road. It's time to take action on it, whatever this is. Need 3 more cards, please, for Sagittarius. 3 more cards for Sagittarius. And I don't know why this just popped in my head, but maybe this has something to do with a Scorpion as well, not just a Cancerian. It may be a Cancerian and a Scorpio that has something to do with this. This is you being sensitive and open-hearted, accepting that you are still slightly inexperienced and maybe even a little moody. There will be messages coming toward you very soon about relationships. There are new emotional experiences that you're going to be having within the next 30 days. Possibly even a romantic encounter could be one of those, but it could also be with your soul tribe, social invitations or events that you're going to be invited to within the next 30 days. And you're also going to have a very heightened sense of psychic abilities happening to you as well. So be open to all of that and listen to it, take heed to it, because there is news coming toward you that's worth celebrating for. Joyful announcements. This is going to be a time of great gratitude for you. Something to do with a closeness with chosen family members or a close community group, maybe your soul tribe or your co-workers that you have recently bonded with, etc. I need 1 more card, please, for Sagittarius. 1 more card. All day long, I just keep getting this crazy tickle that just comes out of nowhere. It's got to be allergies. 1 more card, please, for my Sagittarius. 1 more card. One more card, Sagittarius. Here we go. Okay, being loving. Excuse me. Loving, compassionate, psychic, having deep psychic insight, caring for others, but tending to forget about care of yourself. So you need to go back to caring for yourself, trusting your intuition. Stop being so self-sacrificing. You're giving too much of yourself because you have a deep love of family and friends. But you need to follow your heart and listen to your body for yourself and get back to what feeds your soul, what truly feeds your soul. And then two more cards of advice and guidance for Sagittarius for the next 30 days. And these are timeless, so whenever you find it is when you're meant to hear this message. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, two cards, please. There it is. Okay, so you have the intuition and the impact cards. And these cards mean that you're learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. But at times you may be confusing other people's energy with your own. And you need to be able to divide and conquer on that front. Keep them clearly separate. Shield yourself, block yourself, however you need to do it, to keep from taking on other people's energy and emotion so that you can do your own self check-in for your wellness and really know where you stand and where you're at and be clear that it's not other people's residual ick that you've taken on from the day or the week or the month or the years or whatever it is. So, yeah, be sure to cleanse yourself, cleanse that out of you, keep it separate, and keep moving forward and doing what you're doing, but without whatever it is that's hindering you or keeping you from totally embracing your full whole self. And, again, this is for some of you, not all of you. I think you've been doing very well in soul growth for the past year. You've come in leaps and bounds of growth. So don't let this hinder you in any way, shape, or form. Keep moving forward and doing what you've been doing to do the inner work and pursue your life path destiny and what makes your heart sing and your soul feel full. And yeah, don't forget to check in with yourself. Don't be so giving and busy of everyone else that you don't pay attention to your own health. Okay. All right. So now we're moving on to Capricorn.